Hello everyone, this is Hakaym and welcome to a new Let's Play of Stellaris. Now, I know a lot of people have been wanting me to play Stellaris, and I've been wanting to play it too. At first, I didn't really know much about it. It is developed by Paradox. It's developed and published by Paradox, and I'm very grateful for them. They're allowing me to play this game for you guys, and I hope you guys like it. Paradox also published Sword of the Stars, so essentially what I'll be doing is bringing Sword of the Stars into this game, and I will show you what I mean in just a second. This game came out, May the 9th? Right, it was early May, and I got it for my birthday gift, so I do thank my brother a lot for that. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this game going. This game is fun and very addictive. So, like I said, I am bringing Sword of the Stars, the Hivers, into this game, and I created a race pretty much as best as I can depicting them. So, let's go ahead. I'll just go quickly through. You do have the option of choosing one of these other races pre-made, but you can always create new. So, if you go to appearance, we have the option of picking mammalian, reptilian, avian, arthropod, musculoid, fungoid, but obviously we want arthropod. And this guy looked like the best. The other one was this guy. I didn't really like him. I like him. He looks fun. So I named them the children. That is going to be the closest English translation to the Hiver name, what they call themselves. And nameless, picked arthropod. That looked probably the best. That would be close to what the Hivers have, because these are the other two choices, and yeah, I like that. So traits, I went for communal, which gives me +5 happiness. Members of the species are highly communal and quite used to living in close proximity to others. We're social insects, so of course. Resilient, members of the species are physiologically resistant and will fight like enraged brood mothers to defend their worlds. So that increases our fortification defensive bonus by 50% and garrison health by 100%. And we're rapid breeders, of course. So we have -10% to growth time. Now, this is actually my second attempt. Now, originally I had decadent. I had the option of slaves, which would increase the output of slaves. And I felt like that wasn't really what the Hivers were about. They weren't slave-like in the game. So I'm going back and I'm redoing this. I did sedentary, because you have only a limited amount. You have really good choices, but you always have to pick a bad choice. So this is what I came up with. This is why I figured would do the best. Sedentary, don't really like to move around. Migration time +50%. Resettlement costs +33%. So that's going to be a slight issue, but it was that or repugnant, which honestly I really don't care. You know what? Let's do that. I know that isn't really, but appearance and custom of the species are considered offensive to most others, and few will appreciate them as neighbors, which might affect us with our neighbors. Oh, what should I do? I'll just do sedentary, just in case we do need to fight against someone, or do need to ally ourselves against them. But of course not. Eventually we will conquer the galaxy. That is our goal. The ruler, obviously female. And I picked the name Blood Dappled Blossom. Now, if anyone knows the canon of Sword of the Stars, especially the Hiver race, they know who Blood Dappled Blossom is. So very, very important to start with her. Color variants, you just have different colors. Clothes, I went for this one. I just thought it was militaristic. It looks really nice. The phenotype and hairstyle is for like mammalian and other races that have that. We're insects, so we don't. Name and class, I went for the homeworld name, Totorpre. I went for Arid, which reminds me of, once again, Hiver worlds. They're very gold and browns. And star system, kind of had to come up with one, so I picked Tolchek. City appearance, you have the option of doing different cities, and if you can see in the background, that actually changes. So we went for Anthropoid City. Government and ethics. Now this is where you pick out how your government and how your ethics work. Now, I went for Fanatic Collectivist. Gives me slavery tolerance, 100%, and minus 10 consumption. So basically, obviously, I went for the more hive mind social insect. And then I went for militarist, and that gives us plus 25% when we rival, plus 50% on alliance influence costs. I think that's actually minus. Army damage does plus 10%, and war happiness is plus 5. So our people are happy when we go to war. So once you pick out this, the types of government open up. So we have two choices. We have military dictatorship. Holds on an election upon ruler of death to select a new ruler. Yeah, we're Hivers. So I went for despotic empire. Each ruler can build an oversized military station, which is very nice. Building cost plus minus 15%, slave mineral output plus 10%, and slave food output plus 10%. Once again, I'm not gonna go for slaves. I mean, slaves are nice, trust me, but we're not gonna do slaves. This is gonna be my first attempt without slaves. The government is relatively pure form of autocracy, with an absolute ruler that governs the state with an iron gripping appendage, which is the Queen, of course. Empire name, I went for the Hiver Imperium. Flag, obviously I went for the insectoid. Just reminded once me of the Hivers. Starting weapon, now this is where I'm gonna go a little bit off. Probably should do projectile weapons, but I really like energy weapons. They are fantastic. So we're gonna start off with energy weapons. I know, hate me, but yeah, energy weapons are just fantastic. So FTL method, we have 3 types. We have warp travel, which is what they recommend for new players. Very basic. Hyperspace travel. Actually, I haven't tried these other 2, so I really should try those other 2. But obviously, I went for wormhole travel, which is very reminiscent of the gate ships in Sword of the Stars. So that's why I went for. Very similar up to a point. You'll see what I mean. Probably most of you have at least seen Arumba. I've been watching Arumba lately, and he's been kind of helping me learn. So thank you, Arumba. Huge props. Love your videos. But anyway, going on, we can choose our ship appearances, and anthropoid ships, they look alright. They're not the greatest. I really like the fungoid ships. They look so badass. But anyway, we went for that. And that's pretty much it. That's whole designing. So let's go ahead, save. And then done. Alright. Here we can choose the map size. And I've debated whether or not to do medium. Medium, you have 600 stars. But I think I might do 400. Make it a little bit smaller, a little bit quicker. Maybe we can move on. And let's just do the full 15, and we're gonna take out the advanced AI starts. That's just kind of bullcrap. So the AI obviously will start with an advantage over everyone else. Yeah, I don't want that. I want to play on an even field. So we have elliptical, spiral, and ring. Ring is the donut. So pretty much what Sword of the Stars is right now. I could do that, but it's not so fun. It's a little bit more fun if we do the elliptical. So that's what I'm going to do. Do on normal because I'm still learning the game. I'm not perfect by any means. I'm still learning the game. Allowed FTL methods. Let's just get in. Let's play. Here we go. Alright, we are in. And so in the eons since the first primitive... Oh, wow. Primitive, the children. Communities, I was hoping that would work out a little bit better. Communities took shape in the dry canyons and mesa of Totopre. Our civilization has spread and prospered. The early chaotic periods of our history saw many nation-states vying with each other for power, until we were at last united under the strongest of these. Only when guided by a single vision could we reach our full potential, and an era of stability and scientific progress followed. Now, after the successful creation of artificial subspace wormholes, the finest minds of the Hiver Imperium have finished construction of the first wormhole station at the edge of our system. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. Woo! And now we start. Alright, so it's very similar as far as Europa Universalis 4. You have basically, you control the time. Right now the game is paused, and yeah, it's pretty much like that. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's look at our research. Let's see, we have physics, society, and engineering. What do we want? Ooh, really? Fusion power? Hell yeah, I'm taking fusion power. So we start off with fission power, which isn't the greatest thing in the world. Fusion, definitely a lot better. Alright, society. Let's see. We can get colony ships. Oh, I'm getting that. And then, what one do we want? We can get plus army damage and plus minerals. Let's get that. Alright, so to start off, we have our home system, which is this, which we will need to survey. And then we have the entire galaxy. Look how, like, this is small. Medium is huge. I haven't even tried the largest size, but yes, we're starting off with that. We have 3 ships. We have our attack fleet, our defense fleet. First Husk. I'm going to rename that. I don't like that. We have our construction ship, which we'll be building, and then we have a science ship. So the science ship basically allows you to survey the system, which we'll be doing right now because I definitely need to know what's in our system. And the construction ship will allow us to build mining stations, research stations, and wormhole. And that is definitely what we need. So probably to first start off, let's see. Kinda wanna, we'll just have him jump over there, and we'll build a gate ship so we can figure out. Crown Princess, I don't really like that name because I can't say it. Here. Alright, let's go to our empire. This is our empire. This has our government. Tells us basic stuff, budget, policies, which we can encourage free thoughts because we do have influence, and influence is how you're able to get new territory, craft new ideas, and edicts. What are they called? My mind went blank. Let's see. Where is it at? Now, there are a lot of shortcut keys, and I'm very bad at them. So do forgive me if I'm slightly slow on that. So edict cost is where influence will come from. So we can also encourage free thought, engineering, physics, etc. Demographics. This is basically looking at all our planets as well as the population on each planet. Then we have a list of our planets, our leaders, which are all our scientists and our governors. And then the factions is where we'll see like different factions arriving, like appearing on our planets, especially when they get really mad at you. They start appearing and they start becoming a problem. This is our contacts, our oh, what's the word? It's probably going to come back to me sometime. And then obviously species. So we'll get more into it as we go along. This is our ship designer. We'll be designing ships. We can pick out, I'll show it a little bit later. Situation log, very important. We'll be seeing that in just a sec. And then research. Alright. I'm going. Let's go. I will be playing hopefully on fast speed just to get this going, because it's fairly slow and it's fairly long game. So hopefully it won't be too bad. Alright, there was one thing that I wanted to do. See? We have encountered some form of alien vessel in the Antac realm system. These strange objects have been flagged as alpha aliens. So this is coming from our situation. We go over here. We go interesting, fantastic. And our civilization is taken aback that we found alien life. So we can investigate, which I might hold off because this takes away from our society research. So let's hold off just for a little bit. See how it goes. Alright, you are in the system. Let's go ahead. Where are you? Build a wormhole. And he will basically build a wormhole. So this yellow dotted line around here is how far our ships can go. So any star systems within this range, we can go to, no problem. So at a surface, we have planet summary, so pretty much basics. Surface, we can always look and see if we need to... Oh, I probably should... Oh, well, we'll do that. We can control what's being built. We can build, you know, anything we really need. Armies. We can build a defensive army and an offensive army. And then the spaceport, which is really what I was trying to go for. I want to build up a new science ship, because I want to really start going out and exploring and hopefully finding a planet worth our time. Now, once the construction ship is finished with his work, we will be going to this system and possibly building stuff. But, complete the construction. Yay, good for you.
Anomaly found.
Ah! Yay! Leader has gained a level scientist. Good job. Good job, guy. Alright, so there's potential random encounters, random scenarios that are happening, and I probably should pause the game. Spaceport of Totebre is finished construction. Fantastic. Alright, so we can research. We have a 12% possibility of something bad happening, which means it could kill the scientists or failure of the research project. So, yeah, it kind of happens. I want to go to actually the surface, and we want to build. How's our... We're doing good as far as food for the time being. I think I want to build a mining network. I want minerals. Ooh. Mining net... Oh, crap. I just spent the minerals and now I actually have a population down here that I could use that minerals, so we'll have to hold off until I get more minerals. Let's see, toxic world. So there's always a whole bunch of planets around. Some are giant, just gas giants. Some are toxic. Some are barren, so no habitability on these worlds, which is just slightly unfortunate. Let's see, what are you doing? What are you doing? Firstly, we have recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization. If what we learned from these artifacts is correct, this civilization was some sort of confederation that consisted of many different alien races. They called themselves the First League. Kind of amusing name. And appear to have coexisted in relative peace some 2 million years ago. Though the Tochek system lies in the region of space that seems to have made up the core of their territory, a partial map found among the artifacts indicates that the First League may have covered a significant portion of our galaxy before its eventual collapse. Fascinating.
Situation log updated.
Alright, so situation log. So we can try to find artifacts, which is what your science ships will be doing. We have a new science ship. Yeah. So let's go ahead and recruit a new scientist. Research speed. That's for computing. Let's go for the youngest one, just so he lasts longer.
System survey complete.
All right. Both of our science ships are done, so let's go ahead and just send them out. We have alpha aliens. Let's see. Where are they at? Oh, okay, it's these guys. These guys are harmless. They're cool. Cool things, but they're harmless, so I'm not worried about them at all. Let's see. What am I doing with my construction ship? Kind of don't want to waste the resources just yet. I'd rather try to build up my planet, because that if you build buildings on your planet, it's less money you have to spend. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Kind of want to cancel that. Oh well. Oh well. So here we have the possibility of enslaving our population, but like I said, I'm not going to. I'm gonna play it like we're the actual Hivers. And we have the opportunity of purging. Purging, I'm totally fine with doing. So if I have a population that is diverge as far as what our ethics are, so if this becomes not fanatic collectivists, I will be purging that population. Totally fine with that because Hivers did it. Simpsons did it. But yeah, so totally fine with that. Let's continue on seeing these systems. Let's see. It looks like we don't have any bad aliens. Don't think so. I think these are just space wells. That's fine. Hopefully we can find a colonizable planet. I doubt it because my luck is downright terrible when it comes to finding habitable planets around. Let's see. How's our research going? 15 months, 44 months. Jesus. And 24 months, so about 2 years. It's gonna take a little bit just to research everything, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Let's see. What can we do? Let's take our construction ship out. Oh, where do I want to go? Go over here. I want to build another gate network. I want to expand my area.
Anomaly found.
Right. Massive storms are visible in the upper atmosphere of this gas giant. Might be worth the effort.
Construction complete.
Yeah, go ahead, research. Alright. Finish construction on that. So we should be getting more minerals once this population is done. Let's see.
System survey complete.
Power plant. Do that. Yeah, that looks good. System survey is complete over here. And so that, I want you to survey. Now, I wish there was kind of a better way to show what systems you've actually surveyed, because it's so hard to tell, which I'll show you in just a second. Burr 6 frequently experiences massive and extremely violent storms in its atmosphere. Several dozen persistent storms are visible from orbit, with winds often reaching speeds in excess of 700 meters per second. The cause of these storms is not immediately apparent, as we have found nothing in the planet's climate model that would explain them. Our scientists are interested in studying this anomaly. +3 of our physics research. Right. Actually, there's nothing dangerous? Really? There's nothing dangerous over here. That's awesome. I need more resources.
System survey complete.
Alright. That survey is completed. Let's see. See? I can't tell if this planet has been surveyed. You have to hover over it and look, see if it's been surveyed or not. I just really wish there was some easy way to find out what has or has not been surveyed, because like over here, I know I haven't been to these planets because it's grayed out. We have been close to these planets, like we haven't actually been to them, but we have been around that area. So just wish there was a better way to actually find out what has not been surveyed. And let's see. We need to make more minerals. Is what we need. We need cash. Cash is really what we need. I think instead I'm gonna move you here, since right now our population isn't fully completed. Beta aliens, proceed with caution. Where are they?
Complete.
Alright. I think as soon as I have the resources, I'm going to have that construction ship build mining station, which we need 17 more. Brilliant. Let's continue on as best as we can. But I think this is going to be a good point to stop. I think it's been about 25, 30 minutes right now. So let's go ahead and pause it. And of course, we're losing money. Brilliant. So if you like this video, hit the like and subscribe button. I really do appreciate it, and I really want to see that like button go up, because starting a new series, this is a new game, this is a fun and addictive game. I really hope you guys like it. You guys have a great day. Zai Jin.